Yo yo yo, it is I, the minion of AllCast Irish Gamers. That right there is my gamer tag. Stick yours in the comments. We will get a duel. Also, be doing me a huge favour if you could like and subscribe. Really helps the video get seen. So I'm back at you with a different type of video this time. It's not a deck list, it's not a top 3 or a top 5. This is just a little snippet from one of the games I had during the Fusion event that just it really made me chuckle. It's mind-numbingly just insane how people refuse to read cards in this game. Now I know I'm a victim of it. I do it myself. I've done it in the TCG. I've read cards wrong and made mistakes. Hell, I'm no stranger to doing it in Master Duel either. I mean, there's tons of times I just didn't read a card fully, or like I briefly glanced at it but I didn't read every piece of the card text, and then I tried to do something and was a bit shocked as to why I couldn't do it. But nonetheless, it still happens a lot. Take this guy for instance. Guy's playing Despia, activates his field spell. Grand, I ogred it the first time. Then he searches another copy, activates it again, but doesn't realise that it's once per turn and he can't use its effect. So, I mean, he could have grabbed something else. I mean, maybe he knew that and he just wanted to have it established on the field. That's fair enough. That isn't the height of his reading problem. It gets worse. So let's continue on with the turn. I'm going to go with my normal summon of Rod, key searcher of the deck. So obviously I'm going to try and bait out something with this. Has he got something for me? Okay, maybe. Yes he does. He's got an effect failure. Okay, so we've baited out one of his hand traps. Not a problem. I mean, I was only really going to search, Dark Magical Circle or something. Maybe Soul Servant. But that's okay. We'll continue on with our move. Next up, Apprentice Illusion Magician, discard Dark Magician, and special summon Apprentice Illusion. Now, I could have done her first, and maybe he would have veilered her when I went for the search, a Dark Magician. But, potato, I mean, it could have gone either way. It is always nice to have a Dark Magician in the hand, especially if, you're about to use Eternal Soul, and, they chain Caught by the Grave and get rid of the one in the graveyard. Now you've no Dark Magicians, and your Eternal Soul play is ruined. So, yes, it is probably better to have Dark Magician in the hand when using Eternal Soul, because I'm sick of him being caught by the grave now at this point. Okay, yeah, so we took 200, and now we're going to go for the remaining 1600 off of Rod. Now, remember, he is playing Despia, so he's probably got a ton of plays. It is a bit of a scary deck if it gets going, and you're seeing it constantly in the Fusion event. I mean, it's literally every second duel you're facing someone's playing some sort of variant of Despia, whether it's with Dark Lords or something. But he goes for it. He summons Albaz. I'm like, okay, not going to activate Eternal Soul just yet. I'll see where he's going with this. My reckoning was he was going to use Albaz's effect, get rid of my Apprentice Illusion, and go into something like Starving Venom or what have you. But no, he's got other plans. He activates his Theater. So I'm thinking, I don't know, what's he going for here? He's got a few options. He's probably going to go for Masquerade. Seems to be the most common play that I'm seeing out of Despia at the moment. Hell, I had a guy play 2 Masquerades yesterday, and he was just eating my life points. And then, before the game actually came to a close, his connection went. So I'm glad to know I'm not the only one with potato internet in this world. So he summons Masquerade. Now, this is my time. I really think Eternal Soul needs to be activated now. Sure, I'm going to take the 600 hit, but it's going to be worth it. I'll get Dark Magician on the field, and he will be protected by Apprentice Illusion. But I wasn't really counting on my opponent to even attack Dark Magician. Anyone that plays against DM knows you hit the Apprentice Illusion first. So let's put our chips on the table and see what this guy's motive is. He sees Dark Magician. He thinks, oh, I'm just going to get rid of that boss monster. I'm not going to read the 2 cards either side of him. Oh, no need to. What's that card? Apprentice Illusion? Nah, I'm not going to read that. Why bother? It's too much card text.
At this moment that he knew, he fucked up.
So if he had taken just a few seconds to read Apprentice Illusion Magician, he would have known to attack her first. I wouldn't have been able to use her effect in damage calculation, and that's it. He probably would have went on to take a commanding lead in this duel, but instead he decides to attack, gets destroyed. I'm going to Eternal Soul Magician back later. I'm sorry, buddy, you messed up. That's GG's.